Welcome back to our second half hour. The Old Glory Honor Flight based in Appleton is expanding to include a whole new group of veterans.
That's right. It's going to be happening during EAA's Air Venture in Oshkosh this summer. And what they're doing is taking 105 Vietnam veterans to visit war memorials in Washington, D.C. Fox 11's Laura Smith joins us now with more on this unprecedented flight.
That's right, Michelle. This day-long trip will be the first Old Glory Honor Flight designated for Vietnam War veterans.
The Old Glory Honor Flight program normally takes local World War II veterans to Washington, D.C. to see their monument and other landmarks. This year it expanded to include Korean War veterans. And now those who fought in the Vietnam War will have their chance during this year's EAA Air Venture.
With the EAA flight, American Airlines helping us with this one, Oshkosh Corporation helping us. And this being the 40th anniversary of the end of fighting in Vietnam, we thought this was a perfect opportunity to give the Vietnam vets an opportunity to experience an honor flight.
Although the peace agreement to end the war was signed 40 years ago, American involvement didn't end until the fall of Saigon 2 years later. For many veterans, this will be the first time they have seen the Vietnam Wall, remembering the past of a war that many wanted to forget. The Vietnam War took the lives of more than 58,000 American service members over 12 years.
Do you think it'll be pretty emotional, or?
I'm sure it will.
Lurvy, a retired master sergeant in the Marine Corps, served 2 tours of duty in Vietnam. He volunteered with the traveling memorial wall when it came to Oshkosh. He says seeing the real one in D.C. might be a little different.
Some of us like to talk about our experiences in Vietnam, others don't talk so much. So I don't talk that much about it. You know, that's something in the past.
EAA officials say they are thrilled that the first flight of Vietnam veterans will happen from Air Venture, and add the veterans' return at the end of the final air show on Friday, August 2nd will be memorable.
The American Airlines airliner will pull up and have the opportunity to have thousands of people welcome them back here to Oshkosh and thank them for their service.
They didn't get the recognition that they deserved. Their war wasn't popular. But they did what they had to do, and they did it for this country. And we owe them a debt of gratitude.
Now, the Old Glory Honor Flight organization says this is a one-time flight for Vietnam veterans. It will continue to focus on sending World War II and Korean veterans to D.C. The organization will sponsor and will continue to sponsor to cover, along with sponsors, the $70,000 cost of each flight. That way, the trip can be free for the veterans. Michelle?